Welcome to the first video on my channel. This is the first series I'll be doing and it's called Focus Friday. For every month, I'll highlight a specific stamp or die set or focus on a crafting company, and I'll upload different projects every Friday following the chosen theme. For this month, I'm showcasing Stampin' Up's Butterfly Thinlits dies, Watercolor Wings photopolymer stamp set, and its coordinating die set called Bow Butterfly Frameless Dies. For today's project though, we'll just be using the die set you see on the left. First, we're going to die cut the large and medium-sized butterfly from Neenah Solar White cardstock. I secured the die with some micro pour tape, and I'm running it through my Big Shot. This is a specific die cutting machine that is sold through Stampin' Up. I do have the regular gray and white Scissor Big Shot, but I find myself reaching for this one the most when I'm also using Stampin' Up's dies. After die cutting both butterflies, I'm simply removing the negative pieces with my Holtz craft pick. One of the things I love about this machine is that their system is really easy to understand and use. They also come equipped with all the plates you need to die cut and emboss, so when you receive the box, you can jump right into crafting. Next, we're going to add some color to these butterflies using mini distress inks. The colors I chose are Picked Raspberry, Mustard Seed, and Peacock Feathers. I'm using a round blending tool to apply color. You just dab on the ink pad for 2 or 3 times and lightly press it onto the paper using a circular motion. This will decrease the chances of leaving streaks on your paper, but even if you do, you can always build up the ink like you see me doing here, and in the end, the streaks won't be noticeable. Now I'm going to move on to the next color. Here's the tip. Generally, distress inks are really good for blending. You can easily blend different colors to create new shades. However, I'm trying to avoid overlapping colors here because later on I'm only using these 3 colors of glitter. If you don't want to use glitter, you can definitely blend these 3 inks to create a gorgeous rainbow look. Now it's time to add glitter. I'm using Judican Simon Glaze today as an adhesive, but you can use glossy accents or whatever you may have in your stash. It's just a strong and runny liquid adhesive that's easy to spread and dries fairly quickly. It dries clear and shiny too, and in this case, I prefer that over adhesives that dry matte because I don't want to cover up the glitter shine. Now I'm pouring a generous amount of distressed glitter onto the die cut. I'm also turning it at different angles so the edges will be covered in glitter as well. If you don't have matching colors of glitters, check out the videos I linked at the end of this video for more ideas. After the liquid adhesive has dried, we can move on to the next color. But before that, I'm going to use an old makeup brush to gently brush over the glitter part. What it does is it knocks down some of the loose glitters that aren't securely attached. I usually pour the unused glitter back to its container, and it really bugs me when different colors of glitters are mixed in, but this step will prevent that. The rest of the steps are all the same. While I'm waiting for the yellow part to dry, I coated the entire middle butterfly with the same process. Then I switch back and finish the teal part. And there you have a multicolored glitter butterfly. Making the background is relatively straightforward. First, I stamped the sentiment Sparkle and Shine using Winnie and Walter's My Precious set. Then I added embossed details with my scoring board. I did mark the back of where I stamped so I wouldn't emboss on the sentiment. I'll be sharing a project that achieves a similar result in the next video, so if you don't feel like freestyling or want to know a quicker method, be sure to check back soon. This is the final product. Isn't it fun to use scoreboards in a different way? To add more interest to the background, I decided to flick on some water droplets. Here's how. Stamp some black Stud Distress ink onto an acrylic block, then flick the edge with a damp brush. It's a better method if you want to control the droplet sizes and where they scatter. Now we're just going to put together all of the pieces we created so far. I trimmed off the head of the large butterfly. Sorry if that sounds cruel. And adhere both butterflies with multimedia matte. I forgot to mention this earlier, but it's best not to adhere glitter to the body of the large butterfly so they'll stick together better. For the antennas, I'm using a little piece of silver thread and secured it with double-sided tape. I added some enamel dots as finishing touches, and that completes a card. I also made another version with a black background. The swirly thread you see is the same as the one I used for the antennas. I usually tie the ends together and coil it around my hand 3 times so it's easier to get that random but balanced look. Then I heat emboss the cinnamon with silver embossing powder. By the way, you can find all of the products I use in the description box below. I wanted to add a stripe pattern to the side of my card panel. You can use pattern paper, washi tape, or stamp it with stripey stamps. But I don't have the width I wanted, so I ended up creating my temporary stamp with fun foam. It's really surprising how well they stamp, and you can definitely customize it to whatever size you want. Here are the 2 projects again. I hope you enjoyed them, and thanks so much for watching.